March has begun here on the banks of the Hocking River, and another trip to the Sweet 16 is on the line here in the Convo. It's the North Adams Green Devils looking for their third straight district title, going up against their Shack rivals, the Peebles Indians, here in this Division 6 district title bout. We welcome you back inside the Roundhouse on Richland here at OU. Carson Francis and Kenneth Hay joining me today. Kenneth, Peebles is the Cinderella team of D6, as we talked about briefly before we went on, and they're going up against a team that's not only in their league, but a team that's been on this stage and won the last 2 years. There's a lot going into this one today.
Yeah, for Peebles, you upset Southeastern to start the tournament, and you go against a really hot Huntington team that I thought finished the season playing really well. You take them down to make your trip here, and you play a conference rival in North Adams that doesn't like to lose at the Convo, I'll tell you that.
This is the farthest that Peebles has made it in the tournament since 2020. They won the district title, made it to the Sweet 16 before losing to Berlin Highland. This Peebles team, again, they kind of caught fire at the right time, and they're back here looking for revenge on this North Adams team, a team they lost to by 9 both times in the regular season. And as for North Adams, too, you know, a lot coming into this season. There were a lot of questions. Your head coach steps down. You lose your school's all-time leading scorer in Branson Copus, who is at Rio Grande now. There was a lot of concerns on whether or not his supporting cast could go in without him and make it this far. And so far, they've proved everybody wrong, and now the next step is to come back here to the Convo and win it, and they've got the pieces to do so. Breeston Schweikert, Jace Rothwell, Carson Osborne, this entire Green Devils supporting cast knows they have what it takes to bring home another district.
Yeah, especially Schweikert and Rothwell. I thought, outside of Copus, of course, they were the key guys last year, and I thought they've brought that momentum really well into this season, especially Schweikert with 18.7 points per game this season. And you look at Rothwell, 11.5 points and 6 assists. Like, they're just doing their job of working in this North Adams system under the new head coach and just leading the wins. You see 13-0 in the Shack and 19-5 overall. They just like to win.
The last game for the Green Devils, how they got to the Convo, was a win over the Rock Hill Redmen over at Jackson High School, 72-59. The final score, Breeston Schweikert leading the way with 25 points. The Devils outscored North Adams 26-9 in the fourth quarter. If Peebles wants to play with the Green Devils, they're going to have to prevent them from going on those big runs.
Yeah, they're going to have to play really well defensively, and with this matchup, I know they say it's hard to beat a team twice. It also is hard to beat a team 3 times. So this is a team that you've seen before, you've seen twice, and even though the result may be the same the first 2 times, you're seeing a Peebles team that is hot. They're on a 3-game winning streak right now with 2 upsets in the tournament, and you hope that they can just extend that momentum to be able to put up a good competition here today against North Adams.
As we said before, too, Peebles coming into this game, a 59-50 winner over Huntington. Carson Reed leading the way with 14 points and 9 rebounds. Also the coaching battle in this one, a little interesting. On one side, you've got Josh Airy for Peebles, who comes into this game with 15 years of experience. He's been to the Convo countless times, winning 4 district titles. And then on the other side for North Adams, you've got Austin McCormick, who in year 1 has taken over this program. They haven't really missed a beat in year 1 with their new head coach, but looking to get them back to the stage that they've been in their last 2 seasons under their old leader as well.
Yeah, we just look at age of these coaches. McCormick himself graduated when both of us were still in high school.
That's hard to believe.
Not the oldest coach, but results speak for themselves. 13-0 in the Shack, as we said, and looking to extend that today as they themselves are on a hefty winning streak. They're on an 8-game winning streak currently. 8
games in a row, including the last 2 in tournament play, beating Federal Hocking and Rock Hill. As we mentioned before, the winner of this matchup will head to Ohio Dominican University on Wednesday, March 5th, to take on Monroe Central in the regional semifinal. Monroe Central, a winner over Berlin Highland Friday night. That matchup, the 6 o'clock game at Ohio Dominican University Wednesday night, in this new Division VI regional final. That trip to the Sweet 16 will be booked today in this one. It's Peebles and North Adams, round 3 this time from the Convo for a district title. We'll step aside and come back for the starting lineups. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
And at forward, 5'11" senior, number 23, Grayson Schweikert. Austin McCormick's the head coach.
The starters for both teams have been introduced. We'll go over them quickly for you. For Peebles, it's Garrett Shively, Grady Neckley, Carson Reed, Hayden Browning, and Josh McClary. And for North Adams, Jace Rothwell, Connor Young, Connor Rogers, Carson Osborne, and Breeston Schweikert rounding out the starting 5 for the Green Devils. Chase Hiles, David Hopkins, Rodney Captain, and the alternate James Turner are officiating crew today from the Convo, game 2 of 5 on this district final Sunday. Schweikert and Reed stand in the center circle. It's time to get some shaction here in the Convo as North Adams takes the opening possession. As Rothwell will back it out. Surveys the floor now, Schweikert in the corner. Here's Osborne, deep three-pointer, that's no good. And rebounded by Reed of the Indians. Josh McClary hands it off to Shively. Peebles looking for district title number 7 in their school's history. McClary and Shively going back and forth. Here's Shively with it, trying to make a move on Rogers. Now McClary on the far side wing. He'll back it out. Peebles not in any hurry right now. Here's Neckley. Jump stops, kicks it out. Baseline drive from Browning. He'll back it out. Trying to get someone open. Here's Neckley inside for the bucket. First points of the game go to the Indians.
Yeah, and that was just a nice backdoor cut there. Just saw his man watching, found the opening, and drove in, got the bucket.
Now Rothwell on the drive, kicks out. Rogers for three. It's good. Connor Rogers gets the first triple of the day for North Adams. These two met twice in the regular season as league rivals, both wins for North Adams. Here's a three-pointer from McClary, knocks it down. Josh McClary fires and connects from outside. Now Rothwell with it, tried to go inside for Young. He can't hang on to it, but it goes out of bounds on the Indians.
And that's two good finds so far by Rothwell. Just couldn't bring it in on Young's end.
Rothwell inbounds it to Rogers, who gives it back to Jace Rothwell. Rothwell, the first team All-District 14 member. Here's Rogers again with it, now out to Schweikert in the corner. Schweikert pump fakes, he'll go baseline, drives, and gets fouled. Foul will go against Josh McClary, his first of the afternoon. And quickly, Connor Young receives the inbound into Schweikert in the post. Schweikert turns around, can't get it to go off the glass. Young the rebound and the finish.
Just effort there from Young, chasing down the offensive rebound, back up, and ties the game here for North Adams.
Now McClary on the drive, kicks it out. Neckley. Now Shively off the screen. Back to Neckley. Neckley trying to work on his man and draws the foul.
Connor Rogers with that foul. That's his first.
First foul of the day on Connor Rogers. So each team committing a foul already. 5:27 left in the first quarter. Here's the inbound to Carson Reed, the senior on this Peebles squad. Kicks it out. Three-pointer. Hayden Browning can't get it to go. And Young pulls down the rebound up the floor to Schweikert. Now the Devils slow it down. They go 5 out. There's Rothwell on the drive. Turns, spins, puts it up. That's no good. And it's tipped out. Neckley with the rebound. He slows down. Shively can't hang on to it. Gets it back. Inside, Browning off the glass for 2 points and the lead. Shively to Hayden Browning for the easy bucket inside. Here's Rogers wide open, baseline drive, glides past his man to tie it up.
5 now for Rogers.
McClary quickly back down the court. He'll kick it out and get it back from Neckley. McClary off the screen. Steps back. Peebles taking their time outside. Browning again kicks it out. Here's Neckley from downtown. Got deflected. And Rothwell grabs it for North Adams. Outside, Young. Young up and under. What a finish from Connor Young. Smooth as silk, Connor Young with the finish. Here's McClary outside again. Peebles taking their time outside. Here's Reed, pull-up jumper from the elbow, goes in and out. And Rothwell with the board, he'll bring it up. Now deep three-pointer from Osborne goes in and out. And McClary with the rebound. Peebles has some numbers. As Browning will back it out. And the Peebles Indians will reset. Peebles has not played in the Convo since 2020, a regional semifinal loss to Berlin Highland. Step back three-pointer from McClary hits the backboard. And Rothwell right there to grab it. Rothwell takes it out. Here's Connor Young. Outside Rogers again from the corner, knocks it down. Connor Rogers, second triple of the day.
8 now for Rogers. Just doing a really good job moving the ball so far for North Adams, coming out of this 12-7 lead.
Indians looking for an answer here. As Neckley gives it to Browning and an offensive foul. No, a timeout called by Peebles. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, but so far North Adams been able to get ahead, kind of working from behind here, but they're out to a 12-7 lead early.
Yeah, both teams just taking time working through their offenses, but what I'm seeing from Peebles so far is I don't think they're getting the shots that they're really anticipating at the end of their offense. It's more just the second spontaneous move after they go off the screens, and that's what's leading to maybe not the best shot selection so far, but only down 5 and early in the game. No worries yet for Peebles.
A 7-0 run for North Adams. This is one of the things we talked about in the open, where North Adams went on a big run in their last game to pull away from Rock Hill. Let's see if Peebles can calm them down and answer back on this possession, as it's Reed on the near side wing. Now Paxton Ryan, who entered the game for the first time, gives it to McClary, who fires from the top of the key. That's no good. Good hustle on the rebound by Reed. Pull-up jumper also won't go. And Rothwell has it up the floor. Schweikert through traffic, finishes at the rim.
Just a nice find by Rothwell in transition there, getting it out in front of his man to be able to lay the easy bucket there in transition.
Turning defense to offense are the Green Devils. Now here's Neckley, got it poked away. And Osborne with it, up the floor, going for Schweikert again, but it's taken away by Reed. Good hands from Carson Reed to come up with the steal. 14-7 North Adams. Now inside, here's Browning in the paint. Neckley off the glass, won't go. And Schweikert grabs a loose ball. Schweikert tried to go behind his back. He picks up his dribble. And the Green Devils will now slow down and reset.
And North Adams did a really good job on defense there. After the attempt from Rothwell on the steal kind of got lost, but the defense rotated around perfectly to be able to keep their strain as we're going to turnover here and lead to back to Peebles' ball eventually.
Connor Rogers unable to hold on to it there, as Bo Johnson will enter the game for Peebles, and Carson Davis now entering the game for North Adams. Paxton Ryan and Bo Johnson, the two bench substitutions for this one. Johnson averaging 9.2 points a game. As McClary got it taken away by Rothwell. And here comes Rothwell, underhanded, can't finish. That pass deflected, now McClary with it. McClary will try to slow it down, gets through the trap, kicks it out. Here's Paxton Ryan for three. That's no good, and the tip-in will go. They're going to say it's a loose ball foul on the Indians.
Yeah, and Rothwell's had pretty active hands today so far, getting his hands on a few. And even though he can't finish on the other end, just this defensive pressure is going to make Peebles a little more scared holding the ball.
Carson Reed, the basket waved off there, as that was a pretty good box out by North Adams. And now the Devils will look to slow things down and get the final possession of the quarter, as Colin Sims checking in for Peebles for the first time. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter of this Division VI district final. As Rothwell has it, he'll drive inside, kick it back out. Here's Osborne, corner three, it's good. Carson Osborne from downtown.
Really nice cross-court find there from Rothwell all the way down in the far corner and just leads to the wide-open three. And we're seeing good ball movement, good basketball so far from North Adams.
And the three-pointer from Osborne makes it a 10-point game as we head to the end of the first quarter. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
Second quarter here in the Convocation Center is underway as Peebles takes possession. North Adams ahead 17-7 after one. The Green Devils shot 60% from downtown in that first quarter to propel them to the lead. As Reed gives it out to Sims on the near side wing. Sims drives, kicks it outside. Paxton Ryan with it now inside. Browning goes up and gets fouled on the drive.
And I'm just seeing good rotations from North Adams so far. It's really been this defense. I got a steal for both Osborne and Rothwell, along with him getting his hands on him. Even though it's a foul there, that's, I believe, what's propelled them to the 17-7 lead.
As Hayden Browning knocks down his first free throw, a 62% shooter from the stripe on the year, as McClary will re-enter the game for the Indians. As Browning goes 2 for 2 on that trip, it's 17-9, back to an 8-point game.
It's up to 4 now on the night.
As Rothwell stands with it for North Adams. Gives it to Osborne on the near side wing, trying to go for Schweikert in the post. Schweikert lost it, but gets it back and finishes the reverse layup. Good post work from Breeson Schweikert, staying with it.
He was almost completely under the basket there and still found a way to finish that for the 2.
There's Bo Johnson, kicks it out. McClary, now Paxton Ryan from downtown off the rim. Rebound Johnson, McClary again for 3, that's no good. Another rebound, Bo Johnson able to finish. Extra possessions are the key there for the Indians, and they're rewarded with 2 points for Bo Johnson as Osborne fires from downtown. That's no good. Davis the rebound. Now Rothwell inside, turnaround jump hook is good.
His first 2 of the night.
Jace Rothwell, the 6'1" senior for this North Adams Devils squad. Here's Browning in the corner, he'll back it out. Indians shooting just 28% from the field as a deflection from Rothwell goes out of bounds, and they're going to say that Bo Johnson was the last to touch it.
Once again, these active hands, Rothwell's been all over this game so far. Got 2 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, along with a steal. He's just everywhere so far.
Green Devils in search of their 3rd straight district title. As Connor Young gives it out. Osborne again from outside. Carson Osborne's second 3 of the day. And the lead is up to 13. Now McClary pump fakes. He'll pull up from downtown. Won't go. And Schweikert hustles for the rebound. Goes behind the back. Off the floor, Osborne. The lob to Schweikert. Can't finish. Davis with the rebound. That's no good. Davis again with it. And he gets it to go on that try.
Active hands off the glass there. Davis 2 rebounds himself as we'll get a timeout here.
Josh Airy wants to talk it over. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside North Adams in control in the convo. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
It is all North Adams here in Athens, a 9-2 run to start the second quarter as they're up by 15 here with 5:27 left till halftime.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good team basketball so far from North Adams, and just being calm, having their hands active. It's just led them being able to put their pace into this game and control the pace and tempo, and that's how you want to play if you're North Adams.
Here's Browning in the post to Reed. Reed turns around through traffic off the glass. That won't go. Gets his own rebound. He'll kick it out now. Browning, baseline drive, got blocked, but draws the foul first.
Foul charge to Connor Young, that's his first.
And Browning will go back to the line.
Caden Browning at the line, 2 shots.
First attempt from Browning is good. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Two for 2 again on that trip from Hayden Browning. And that'll cut it back to a 13-point game, 26-13 in favor of North Adams. As the Green Devils once again looking for their 3rd straight district title. They beat Minford on this stage the last 2 as Schweikert throws it off the back of the backboard. And Peebles takes over.
Yeah, he had Rothwell open. He just, the angle there, I don't think he physically could find him. Leads to Peebles getting the ball here.
Bo Johnson with it now out to Browning. Browning guarded by Rothwell, and now Paxton Ryan trying to fight past the defender. Got it poked away, and Schweikert comes up with the steal. Here comes Schweikert. Schweikert up and under, and the finish.
End to end. Athleticism. Don't know how you stop that if you're Peebles right now.
Schweikert double figures in 22 of 24 games as he pulls down that rebound, averaging 28.5 in 2 tournament games as well. Schweikert has it now at the top of the key, trying to work past Browning. Fakes the handoff, now gives it to Rogers. Back out, Schweikert, deep 3, airmails it. But Rothwell's there for the rebound. Rothwell turns around, jumper's no good. Schweikert again there for the rebound, fade away. That's no good, and it's deflected out of bounds. I'll say it went out on the Indians.
If you're Peebles right now to cut this lead, you need to be more active on finishing possessions. These offensive rebounds are not going to help narrow this lead, as some of these looks they're getting will be free points off of just grabbing it off the glass.
Shively re-enters the game for Peebles. Here's Rogers. He'll back it out, give it to Rothwell. Now here's Carson Davis, the handoff to Connor Young. Young, pull-up 3, knocks it down. Connor Young fires from outside and hits. Lead up to 18 for North Adams.
North Adams shooting 55% from 3 so far in this game. Just lights out so far.
And a steal by Rothwell. Rothwell up the floor. The layup's no good. And the putback no good also as Browning comes down with the rebound and a foul on the Green Devils. We'll go against Schweikert.
It's his first of the night.
So McClary will re-enter for Peebles, as does Carson Osborne for the Green Devils. It's been all North Adams so far here in this first half. They've outscored Peebles 14-6 here in the second as McClary got it swatted away by Rothwell. Schweikert with the rebound. Now Rothwell up the floor. Connor Young finds Davis inside. Now Schweikert drives the runner off the back of the rim. Reed with the rebound.
And I know I've said it multiple times, but Rothwell's just put his imprint on this game so far. Just all over the place, and that's led to this North Adams lead right now.
McClary drives, skips it out. Knelty with it in the corner. Now Shively from downtown knocks it down. Garrett Shively's first 3 points of the day as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
That was just a nice find to the double team there. Finds the wide open three, and you'll need some of those to cut into this lead.
Young baseline drive out to Osborne. Now Rothwell baseline drive, and he makes it look easy at the rim. Jace Rothwell with the layup to push the lead back to 17. Here's Carson Reed at the top of the key, now out to Browning. Browning stands with Schweikert guarding him. Now here's a pull-up from Knelty, who knocks it down.
Just saw the space there. Why not take it? Cutting to this lead, it's 2 easy points.
4 points on the day for Grady Knelty. And a steal, McClary. McClary on the drive, finishes off the glass.
A little momentum here for Peebles.
They've chipped into this deficit, made it a 13-point game. Here's Rogers in the paint, and he traveled. Maybe a little late first half spark plug for the Indians.
Yeah, just the pressure there from Reed, just tried to brace for it and just took a few mini 2 steps there.
You need all the help you can get if you're Peebles. They've gotten a little bit here these last couple possessions. As McClary stands with it on the near side wing, makes a move. McClary finds Knelty inside. Tried to kick it out through traffic, taken away by Rothwell. Up the floor, Rogers. Rogers, now Osborne inside, who finishes. Carson Osborne finishes the transition. 15 seconds left. McClary on the drive, can't finish. Davis with the rebound. Rothwell tried to kick it out, gets it taken away. And they're going to say Browning had it and he stepped out of bounds. And North Adams will have a possession with 4.6 to go till halftime. Inbound to Young in the corner, 2 seconds left. Here's Osborne at the buzzer, knocks it down. Carson Osborne with the three-pointer. And North Adams has an 18-point lead going into halftime. All Green Devils in the first half, and we'll step aside 38-20. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Halftime here inside the Convo as North Adams is in control in this Division 6 district final. They lead Peebles 38-20 at the break. Carson Francis and Kenneth Hay with you in this one. Kenneth, what have we seen from North Adams so far that's got them out to this huge lead?
I mean, just on both ends, it seems like everything's clicking so far. They have 5 steals as a team. Rothwell with 3 themselves. They have a block. They're shooting 60% from 3. They're just moving the ball well, finding the open shot, and they're letting this momentum roll over, and it's snowballed into this 38-20 lead they hold so far in this game.
Yeah, North Adams has been getting a lot of life from, obviously, you look at the scoreboard, Carson Osborne's knocked down a couple threes, Schweikert's gotten some looks, but as you mentioned, Kenneth, Jace Rothwell has been doing a little bit of everything. He's just been controlling this offense in ways to give his guys extra possessions, give his guys open looks, and that's helped them build on this lead as well.
Yeah, Rothwell only 4 points, but on top of that, he has 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and 3 steals. Just both ends. He's really controlling the tempo, playing that true point guard role, it feels like, on both ends of the court. And if he's clicking like that and Schweikert's clicking like he is so far, it's hard to stop him.
And you look at the scoreboard up here in the Convo too, and one thing stands out, just shooting in general. North Adams shooting 55% from the field compared to just 31% for Peebles. And then from three-point land, 60% for North Adams compared to 20% for Peebles.
Yeah, Peebles has been working through their offense, and I think that they're just holding it to the wrong shot. There are multiple times where they look uneasy with the ball, and I think it's hard when you're in this type of deficit to try to take your time to take these good shots, but you just gotta, if you're Coach Airy, just tell them to calm down and just work through your offense. It's worked for you in the last few games of the playoffs, and you just gotta chip back into this lead. If you can cut it to within 10 within this quarter, I'd be happy if I'm Peebles.
Now, if you remember correctly, I don't think you were here for this game when this happened last year, but maybe some of the viewers at home who maybe were at this game know. Last year, North Adams got to the Convo, their first game at the Convo. They faced Ironton. and they were leading by 18 at halftime, and Ironton clawed their way back into this game, had a chance to win the game at the end before North Adams stole the ball away, got some free throws late, and took the lead, escaped with a win. North Adams trying to avoid being in that same situation here, but if you're Peebles and you want to get into that position where you're chipping away, I think you look at your roster and you've got Carson Reed, your leading scorer, a goose egg in the scorebook in the first half.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of clicking so far offensively. The leading scorer, Hayden Browning, 4 of his points came from free throws. He has 6, so I'd like to see them pressure to get to the line more because no one for North Adams is really in foul trouble. So if you can push that and make them more uncomfortable and play your style of offense in the second half, that can help you chip into this lead.
The winner of this matchup will head to Columbus on Wednesday evening at Ohio Dominican University to face off with Monroe Central in a Division VI regional semifinal. The other side of that regional bracket features Cardington Lincoln against the Eastern Eagles, who we saw take down Valley in the previous game for their 7th district title in school history. North Adams looking to make this number 6 in their school's history and their 3rd in a row as well.
And if you're Peebles, you assume a lot of your players were probably here for that last game and watched it happen. If you want to take notes from Eastern, they were pretty solid all around. They didn't have a guy that I thought was leading them so far ahead in scoring. It was a lot of balanced scoring, and I think that's what you need if your Peebles here. Just get on these runs, get in transition, and play your game. Because you see their leading scorer, Carson Reed, 0 right now, 11.3 points per game. That's not that much over a lot of their other guys. They are really a balanced team, and I think that's what they need to do to bring back this game into reach.
Yeah, Reed's season high is 24, a win over East Clinton back on December 30th. As I mentioned, they'll need to get him going in the second half to try and cut back into this deficit. But if you're North Adams too, you want to come out of the second half. These first couple minutes going to be very important. Need to keep your foot on the gas. Get Jace Rothwell going. Keep Carson Osborne hot. Keep Breeson Schweikert hot. Get your scores going and stay in control.
Yeah, North Adams, you can't let this halftime break lull you at all. You need to just come out and keep running. Keep your hands active. As you said last year, they almost got caught being too lackadaisical in the second half, coming out of half, and they can't do that here because this team is hot, and whether or not in this game, we know they can be because they were off 2 straight upsets.
We also want to make sure that you guys are aware that we have 3 more games on live stream today as well. 3 district finals here in the Convo, a Division III district final coming up featuring Miami Trace and Steubenville in the East-Southeast Mega District. That final slated for a 4 p.m. start as we see Steubenville making their way into the Convo, and then 6 o'clock South Webster and Fairfield in Division 7, a rematch of a regional semifinal from last season, as well as the nightcap 8 p.m. Manchester and Portsmouth Notre Dame to round things out from a great weekend here at the Convo. And we want to thank all of our sponsors this season. First of all, Ohio Health, that makes everything we do at SOSA possible, as well as Glockner Family Car Dealership, Schmidt Family Restaurant Groups, Parmar Stores, Tomlinson Insurance, Glow Fiber, and Willie and Son Trucking for helping us sponsor all of our streams throughout this season.
Yeah, and if you're a basketball fan, I'd be excited for that next matchup. Even if you're not familiar with Steubenville, they play a very fun brand of basketball, so I'd like to tune into that one.
Second half getting ready to get underway here in the Convo for this Division VI district title bout, as North Adams will start with possession. Third quarter is underway. It's Rothwell crossing the timeline. Rothwell trying to work past Colin Sims, gives it up to Connor Young. Peebles applying a little more ball pressure. Lob in the post for Schweikert. Schweikert gets rejected. It's Bo Johnson there with the swat. Colin Sims and Bo Johnson both started the game on the bench. but they begin the second half on the floor for the Indians. Here's Schweikert at the top of the key. Schweikert picks up his dribble, pulls up, and knocks down the jumper. Fadeaway jumper from Schweikert makes it a 20-point game.
Just a nice job off that pump fake, finding his window there and be able to knock it down.
Now Canelti in the post gets it to fall. Here's Schweikert back out, Connor Young. Devils working the perimeter. Here's Schweikert again. Schweikert on the drive and gets it to go.
He's now got 10 on the night.
Canelti gets blocked by Schweikert at the rim.
Just active on both ends so far for North Adams, seeing what you like to see, continuing where you left off in the first half.
And that's been a lot of guys on this North Adams team. We see it from Schweikert, but it was also Rothwell in the first half with a couple steals, couple assists as well. As we almost got another steal from North Adams. Shively can't finish at the rim. And a throwaway pass from North Adams. And a foul on the floor before that shot. We'll go against Osborne, his first of the day.
Yeah, she couldn't quite fit the pass in there, and Johnson gets his hands on it, and he'll be fouled. So let's see what they can do out of this out of bounds.
Here's Carson Reed, pulls up from long range, off the front iron. And Rothwell with the board. Rothwell up the floor. Here's Rogers from outside, pure. Carson Rogers off the assist from Rothwell.
And just the facilitating we talked about at halftime. Rothwell gets that rebound, pushes it down court, finds the open man in Rogers, and he just knocks it down.
Largest lead of the afternoon for North Adams. Here's Johnson on the drive, gets fouled. We'll go against Rothwell.
His first of the night. Team second of the quarter.
Chase Rothwell foul. That's his second team foul for North Adams.
It'll be Colin Sims to inbound for the Indians. Off the baseline, gets it into Canelti. Canelti trying to back down Schweikert. Puts it up and can't get it to go. Tips it out to Shively, who takes a deep three. That's no good either. Rothwell with the board, and he's hustling up the floor. Almost lost his footing, gets it out. And Austin McCormick wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. But North Adams, again, keeping up that intensity that they needed to come out with. It's a 7-2 run to start the half.
Yeah, and they're just playing their brand of basketball. And when you let a team decide to play their own pace of basketball, it's not going to be easy to climb back in. So out of this timeout, I'd like to see Peebles maybe slow it down and run an offensive set, just see what they can go through to find a way to score a basket. Excuse me, they're on defense. Get a turnover and then do that.
You're thinking ahead of the game,
Thinking
right?
ahead. That's what you got to do if you're in this deficit.
North Adams last played in the Convo in the regional semifinal last season, a 30-point loss to Harvest Prep. Looking to not only get back there, but make it a little further. But first, they've got to close out this one. As Schweikert has it on the far side wing, gives it up to Rogers. Now Osborne off the screen. Dish it out. Rothwell inside. Schweikert reverse layup and a finish. It's been a lot of those good looks down low for Schweikert. And he gets another one there as Canelti fires from downtown and hits it. It'll be a 2-point basket. They say his foot was on that line. 47-24 North Adams.
He's got 8 on the night now.
Here's Schweikert from outside. It's good. Breeston Schweikert. Have yourself a day.
He's got 15.
Leads all scorers with 15 for the Devils as Reed gets it to go inside. First points of the day for Carson Reed. Here's Rothwell with it. Rothwell gets an easy drive. He'll kick it out before he gets fouled. Some substitutions come in for the Indians as Browning, Paxton Ryan, and Josh McClary all re-enter the game. There's Rothwell to inbound, trying to get it in. Throws one up for Schweikert, who takes it in the backcourt, and he'll work it up the length of the floor.
Tracked it all the way down to the coffin corner there on that inbound.
Rothwell out to Schweikert. He's got Connor Young trying to post up. Here's Rothwell. Hands it off. Schweikert again from downtown, in and out. And the pinball is picked up by Peebles. It's Paxton Ryan.
Yeah, Schweikert taking a heat check there and almost went in, just rolled out on the unlucky bounce.
Schweikert averaging 18.7. Season high 32 in the win over Federal Hocking in the first round of the tournament. Bo Johnson with it now for Peebles. He'll pull up from downtown and airmails it. Just a little too short on the attempt. And it'll go back to North Adams. Here's Rothwell with it. Rothwell gets it across half court. Rothwell will do it himself, can't finish. And McClary takes it up with some urgency. McClary to the basket, gets blocked. Reed with the rebound and the follow.
Just nice follow by Reed there, being able to track down that ball off the block and put it straight up.
Back-to-back buckets from Carson Reed. Rothwell out to Schweikert. Schweikert baseline drive, and he draws the foul on Hayden Browning.
His first foul of the night.
As Canelti re-enters the game for the Indians.
Also back in the game, Sims.
As does Colin Sims. 3:16 remaining here in the third quarter as North Adams in control here as Osborne fires again from outside. That won't go.
Just didn't quite get squared up on that shot, and you saw it was just slightly off there.
Browning, baseline drive. Try to go inside for Canelti. It's off the foot of Carson Osborne.
And once again, North Adams just playing this really tight defense. Gets it down low. They get two on him and couldn't find it out. Luckily, they get the kickball. So let's see what they do out of the baseline out of bounds here.
McClary to inbound to Browning. Browning pulls up and knocks down the jumper.
Got 8 on the night now.
There's Osborne. Tried to kick it outside. Here's Rogers from the corner. Too short. Now up the floor. Here's McClary. McClary to the basket. Too strong. Rothwell with the rebound. He's pushing up the floor. Devils have a 3-on-2. Schweikert in the post. Schweikert not strong enough there. Gets his own rebound, and he's able to finish with the reverse.
Yeah, nice find there by Rothwell in transition. Schweikert can't finish the first one, but gets the rebound, puts it back up, gets the 2.
Good job staying with it there after the initial miss from Schweikert. He's got 17. Here's Browning in the post. Browning looking for something. He's got Sims now. Sims pulls up from long range. That's no good. Under 2 minutes left in the third. Here's Rogers. Green Devils slowing things down a little bit. As North Adams almost lost it. And Young gets it back. There's a tie-up. And possession arrow points towards Peebles. Indians take over. As Davis re-enters the game for North Adams, as does Shively for Peebles. These two teams both in the SHAC 1 division, and both teams making a lengthy trip to the Convo, a 99-mile drive from North Adams here to OU, 88 miles from Peebles. Here's Canelti with the jumper. Can't get it to go. Davis grabs the board. North Adams went on a big run in the first quarter to take a 10-point lead at the end of the frame. They have not looked back one bit. There's Schweikert, backs it out of the post. 1 minute remaining here in the third. Here's Connor Young, he'll back it out. Here's Osborne, open three, that's no good. Young fought for the rebound, but Canelti wins that one. Peebles has some numbers. Shively, corner three, off the rim. Grabbing the rebound is Paxton Ryan. He'll drive to the basket. That's no good either. Schweikert with the rebound. .30 seconds left here in the third quarter. As North Adams still in control. Head coach Austin McCormick in his first season as North Adams head coach, just a little over 8 minutes away from his first district title. Here's Rothwell to the basket, got it swatted away by Ryan. One final shot awaiting Peebles. Browning, pull up three. Can't get it to go, and North Adams with a commanding 22-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter, 52-30 Green Devils. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie and Son Trucking, each week at sosaohio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
3 quarters down and 1 to go here in the Roundhouse on Richland. As all signs point to another district title for the North Adams Green Devils as they take possession to start the fourth.
Yeah, just everything working their way so far in this game for North Adams. It's hard to stop a team that's clicking on all cylinders as
Young from downtown can't get that one to fall. Sims almost lost his dribble, and he'll regather. 50% from the field are the Green Devils compared to just 30% for the Indians.
Yeah, and Peebles needs to start stringing together these baskets here if they want a chance to get back into this game.
Here's Canelti to the basket. That's no good. A lot of missed opportunities at the rim for Peebles as well.
Yeah, they're finding these gaps, but just the other one.
Schweikert up and under, and the foul.
The otherwise pressure has just not been able to knock it in for Peebles, and it's hard to face that when the other team's hitting everything on the other end.
Schweikert at the stripe to finish the and one. And he does just that. He's got 20 on the afternoon. And he leads all scorers as it's a 25-point lead for North Adams. Sims inside, tried to step through and draws the foul.
I believe it'll be on Davis. That would be his first, and it will be.
Go on Carson Davis, his first.
First team foul for North Adams.
Sims can't finish the first one at the stripe. He's a 62% shooter from that spot this year. As the junior can't finish that one either, and Davis grabs the rebound.
6 rebounds now for Davis.
His team shot, Peebles shot 72% from the line in the win over Huntington. North Adams in no hurry right now. Here's Young, kicks it out. Rothwell lobs one up for Davis. Davis got fouled on the way up.
Yeah, and as you said, for the Green Devils at this point in the game, you just need to have the ball control. You don't want to let any turnovers turn into a potential run for Peebles, and you want to just solidify this game and book your ticket to Ohio Dominican next week.
Here's Carson Davis, the 68% free throw shooter. Can't knock that one down. As McClary will re-enter for Peebles. We talked in the open, this North Adams team had a lot of question marks going in. Losing their head coach, their all-time leading scorer is Osborne with the rebound, can't finish. Davis again with the rebound, back out to Rothwell. Rothwell pulls up from inside, that's no good. And a loose ball foul called against the Green Devils.
Yeah, and you mentioned a lot of questions for North Adams this year, but it seems like tonight they've had a lot of answers.
And you also know that, as we talked about too, their entire supporting cast pretty much came back. You've brought back Jace Rothwell, Carson Osborne, Breeson Schweikert. You know, a lot of guys that have this experience. It was just unclear if they could get it done without the cowboy Branson Copus.
Yeah, you lose a talent like that, it's always going to be a question of how the team will compete without him. But a lot of these guys have just come into their own this year, especially on the scoring end, as they've really held up the ship.
Here's Reed on the baseline drive, and he finishes off the glass, and a foul.
Carson Reed. Carson Davis picking up the foul.
Be Davis's third foul.
To the line with the bonus, Carson Reed.
Carson Reed now makes the trip to the free throw line. Second team all-district member finishes the end one. 5:46 remaining here inside the Convocation Center. As North Adams ahead by 22, here's Carson Osborne. Osborne, coast to coast, dishes it to Schweikert. Schweikert able to finish inside.
That was a really nice find there by Osborne.
.22 on the night for Schweikert as Paxton Ryan gets that one to go in and out. As Davis grabs it, now North Adams up the floor. They've got a 3-on-2. They'll slow things down a little. Here's Rogers. Rogers on the drive, nifty finish at the rim. The underhand finish over the middle. And Rogers has got 13. Now Browning from outside knocks down the triple. Second three-pointer of the day for Hayden Browning. And a steal taken away by Browning. And the Indians have a 3-on-1 up the floor. Reed at the rim gets fouled. Rogers the one committing the foul.
His third, team fourth.
His third of the night, and that'll send Carson Reed back to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Yeah, that was good defense the other end by Reed, tipping away the pass and just gets it down the other end. Can't finish, but gets the foul.
As Reed able to sink the first one.
Connor Young returns, placing Carson Davis.
He's got 8 on the night now.
As the second one good from Carson Reed, as Canelti will re-enter the game for the Indians. As Peebles applying a little bit of pressure, North Adams able to quickly work it up the floor. And they'll slow things down in their half court. There's Connor Young, gets fouled by Reed. So this is the 11th time that North Adams has played in a district final. They also have a regional title to their name back in 1996. Is the inbound to Young on the elbow. He'll back it out. Schweikert, baseline drive up and under. Can't get it to go. Here's Browning up the floor. Canelti can't finish at the rim. Rebound Shively gets blocked. Browning picks up the pinball. He pulls up from outside and knocks it down. Hayden Browning with the triple to cut it under 20. 59-41, a full timeout called by Peebles as we step aside. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
Back here inside the Convocation Center, 4:04 left to play, as North Adams ahead 59-41 in this Division VI district final. Peebles trying to chip away late and make something out of this one. So Osborne has it now for North Adams. Peebles trying to work a trap. They get it up the floor. Here's Schweikert. Schweikert reverse layup. Can't get it to go, but he gets fouled. Foul will go against Garrett Shively. It'll only be his first of the afternoon, but it sends Schweikert back to the free throw line. As he knocks down the first one, that pushes his total to 23 points.
And he's just been all over this game tonight.
On both ends of the floor, offense, defense, making a lot of plays, as can't finish that one. But the tip by Connor Young goes out of bounds, and Peebles takes possession back. Once again, a reminder, we are streaming the 3 remaining games here inside the Convo, with Miami Trace and Steubenville coming up at 4 o'clock. Dewey and John will be on the call for that one, as Rogers takes it away. He'll kick it out to Osborne, as North Adams trying to work their half-court offense. Kick it out to Rothwell. Rothwell jump stops, finds Rogers from outside, in and out. And Connor Young tried to tip it in, and the pinball goes out of bounds. Peebles takes possession. As Connor Gross, the sophomore, will enter the game for Peebles for the first time, as Josh McClary will head to the bench. As Gross tried to go for Shively on the backdoor cut, it gets deflected. Shively inside to Canelti, who finishes.
It was a good job by Shively on that play, hunting down the tipped pass and then finding Canelti for the finish.
Here's Osborne with it, high post, gives it out to Rothwell. Under 3 minutes to go. Rothwell out to Schweikert. Stands there guarded by Gross. There's Rothwell, gets fouled by Gross on the drive.
$15 fouls, so from now on I'll be shooting free throws on these fouls.
Schweikert back at the line. Yeah, I mentioned earlier he's got double figures in all but 2 of his games this year as he knocks down that one, pushes his total to 24.
Along with a steal, a block, and 7 boards, he's just been everywhere tonight.
Schweikert goes 2 for 2 on that trip. 25 on the day for Schweikert. Here's Shively on the drive. He gets fouled on the way up.
Back-to-back nice plays so far for Shively. Let's see if he can convert these free throws.
That also puts Peebles in the bonus.
The 5th team foul. Garrett Shively, the double bonus.
As Shively can't finish the first free throw. Shively knocks down that one and he splits the difference at the line, 62-44. Here's Schweikert on the drive up and under, gets blocked but fouled on the way up.
That was a nice handoff by Rothwell there, seeing Schweikert on the cut, hands it off, can't finish, but gets the foul.
Schweikert again going to the line as he can't sink that one. You've got to like the aggressiveness from Schweikert, though, able to get to the rim and earn himself some opportunities to add to his total.
Yeah, as we said, there's no point in stopping at this point in the game.
As Schweikert again splits the difference there as it's 63-44 North Adams. These two played twice in the regular season as league rivals, both 9-point wins for the Green Devils, as Browning can't finish on the jumper and Young grabs the rebound.
And just an overall hitting on every cylinder game for the Green Devils here.
2 minutes to the Sweet 16.
Under 2 minutes left here in this Division VI district final. North Adams well on their way to their 3rd straight Sweet 16. Here's Schweikert again on the drive, and he finishes. And the foul. Body on, ball away action from Breeston Schweikert. And he's able to finish and earn himself a trip back to the free throw line.
See mass substitutions here from both teams.
And most importantly, too, for Peebles, the seniors on this squad, Garrett Shively, Carson Reed, and Hayden Browning, all checking out at the game one final time. As their career in a Peebles Indian uniform, a minute 41 away from coming to an end. They end their career with a trip to the Convo as Cash Hayslip able to grab the rebound off the missed foul shot. And the only remaining senior on the floor for Peebles will have a chance at the line. It'll be the 2nd foul against Schweikert, as Coach McCormick able to also make some mass substitutions here very shortly as Hayslip stands at the stripe. And the first free throw for the senior gets a perfect bounce and goes in.
Also returning Carson Davis.
As Caleb Diatley and Carson Davis re-enter the game for North Adams, as does Jesse Kennedy and Dalton Pence. That free throw no good. Diatley with the rebound. Thaddeus Moore also in for North Adams. So the benches are clear for both teams as they'll play out the remaining 90 seconds of this one. It was all North Adams from the start.
Yeah, we mentioned pregame, they like to beat Shack teams.
Here's a three-pointer, airmailed by Jesse Kennedy. And now some more substitutions will be made for North Adams. Caleb Eldridge, Colin Toll entering the game for the Green Devils. And Wyatt Smart coming in for Peebles, replacing the only remaining senior on the floor for Peebles, Cash Hayslett, who got a nice moment at the Convo, got in for a little bit of time, knocked down a free throw, got his name called on the scoreboard here in the Convo as well. As the Indians looking to make something out of this final minute. Here's Connor Gross outside. Gross, step back, pulls up from downtown, no good. And the rebound by North Adams. Here's a pull-up three, no good from Kennedy. Rebound Moore, back out to Kennedy. 35 seconds remaining here in the Convo. Here's Eldridge from long range. That's no good. And Gross grabs the rebound for the Indians. He pushes up the floor. And a timeout called by Peebles for a substitution.
Lucas Krieger coming on the floor for the first time for Bo Johnson.
One final substitution for the Indians made as 20 seconds remain. It's a pull-up three from Gross. Can't get it to go. And that ball rolls into the backcourt. Gross will track it down, 10 seconds remaining. Here's a three-pointer. That's no good. And Jesse Kennedy grabs the rebound. Final seconds tick off the clock. And the three-peat is complete for the North Adams Green Devils. They're district champions once again. And they're moving on to the Sweet 16 for the third year in a row.
Yeah, just an overall dominant performance here today from the North Adams Green Devils. Just both ends of the floor, whether it be offensive glass, defensive glass, they dominated overall. And then shooting what was at one point 60% from the field, 60% from three. It's just hard to beat that.
Final score here from Athens, 65-45 North Adams over Peebles. We'll step aside and come back with the medal and trophy presentations for both teams. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Jesse Kennedy. Caleb Eldridge. And your starters, Jace Rothwell, Connor Young, Connor Rogers, Carson Osborne, and the man who always puts on his show here at the Convocation Center, Breeston Schweikert. Head coach, Austin McCormick and his staff. Your district champs once again head to the Sweet 16, North Adams.
For the third straight season, the North Adams Green Devils are district champions, this time in Division 6. They head back to the Sweet 16. Once again, they will face Monroe Central Wednesday night in Columbus for the regional semifinal. They take down Peebles 65-45 here in the Convo today. They complete the three-game sweep of Peebles this season. Carson Francis and Kenneth Hay back with you in the Convo. And Kenneth, you're just wire to wire, all around dominant performance from North Adams from start to finish.
Yeah, I thought, especially on the defensive end, they were just everywhere. Multiple players, multiple steals. Rothwell himself had 3 in a block. Schweikert had multiple blocks, multiple steals, and that just leads to easy offense and transition, especially when you have a facilitator like Rothwell and someone like Schweikert who loves to take shots and loves to drive. And when you have 28 points, you show that you did it pretty efficiently. It's just hard to beat a team like that when you have your other starters such as Rogers and Osborne. They were lights out from 3. It may not look as good as the stats in the final of the game, but overall, throughout majority of the game, they're shooting over 50% from 3, and it's just hard to knock down a team that's that on fire.
Yeah, Breeston Schweikert had a lot of open looks inside. He knocked down a couple threes, made a lot of plays defensively, just all over the floor, as were a lot of guys from North Adams. Jace Rothwell did a little bit of everything. Carson Osborne, Connor Young, Connor Rogers knocked down some big shots. Just, again, all around, great performance on both ends of the ball for North Adams. And that's why they're heading back to the Sweet 16. And then for Peebles, the clock strikes midnight for Cinderella, but this game doesn't take away from an incredible run that Peebles had in the postseason, and these guys are going to head back to Peebles with their heads held high. They won 2 tournament games and made it back to the Convo for the first time since 2020, and they're going home district runner-up.
Yeah, just a really good tournament run for Peebles after the regular season. They came in as the 11th seed, knocking off both the 6th seed Southeastern. And as we said before the game, Huntington was the 14th seed, and they did upset their game, but they played really well in the turn of the year. And even with this ending, you lost to a really good team. and I'd call this a successful playoff run for Peebles.
So as North Adams cuts down the net as district champions for the third time in a row, that will conclude our broadcast of this game. We do want to remind you again, we are streaming the remaining 3 games here at the Convo today with Miami Trace and Steubenville in the Division III district final of the East-Southeast Mega District, as I like to call it. That'll come up at 4 o'clock with John and Dewey on the call. Fairfield and South Webster at 6 p.m. in Division 7, and Manchester and Portsmouth Notre Dame to round things out at 8 p.m. We want to thank you for watching today. From John Bruce, who stepped in on the camera for this game, and Kenneth Hay alongside me, I am Carson Francis. We thank you for tuning in from the Convocation Center. One final time, North Adams 65, Peebles 45. The Green Devils are Division 6 district champions. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.